My first years were spent living just as my forefathers had lived, roaming the green rolling hills of what are now the states of South Dakota and Nebraska. The Milky Way is nothing else but a mass of innumerable stars planted together in clusters. The mystery is what prompts men to leave caves, to come out of the womb of nature. Whoever knows the power of a dance dwells in God. The one red leaf, the last of its clan, that dances as often as dance it can, hanging so light and hanging so high on the topmost twig that looks up at the sky. We do not know all the sweet mysteries about the sea, whose gently awful stirrings seem to speak of some hidden soul beneath. A grain of sand leads to the fall of a mountain when the moment has come for the mountain to fall. Everything, even mountains, rivers, plants and trees, should be your teacher. Do not pass by the oasis without stopping to drink. The influence of fine scenery, the presence of mountains, appeases our irritations and elevates our friendships. Love is a river. Drink from it. Cloud gazing as a child, those sweet, innocent years. If these poems repeat themselves, then so does spring. Leave wild animals in the wild where they belong. You don't live on earth, you are passing through it. Clouds on clouds, in volumes driven, curtain round the vault of heaven. Beauty surrounds us, but usually we need to be walking in the garden to know it. I love the night passionately. I love it as I love my country or my mistress, with an instinctive, deep, and unshakable love. I love it with all my senses. Who could be so lucky, who comes to a lake for water and sees the reflection of moon? Let the splendor of diamond, pearl, and ruby vanish. Only let this one teardrop, this Taj Mahal, glisten spotlessly bright on the cheek of time forever and ever. Wash the dust from your soul and heart with wisdom's water. Silently, like thoughts that come and go, the snowflakes fall, each one a gem. And my heart is like a rhyme, with the yellow and the purple and the crimson keeping time. All our knowledge of earth, past, present, and future is nothing compared to what we will never know. Travel and society polish one, but a rolling stone gathers no moss, and a little moss is a good thing on a man. Mental differences between the lowest men and the animals are less than those between the lowest and the highest man. The winds will blow their own freshness into you, and the storms their energy, while cares will drop away from you like the leaves of autumn. The rugged trees are mingling their flowery sprays in love. All the heart-shaped islands in the ocean was made by God and Cupid. Mild arch of promise, on the evening sky you shine fair, with many a lovely ray, each in the other melting. I wanted freedom, open air, and adventure. I found it on the sea. Not only the thirsty seek the water as well seeks the thirsty. Sky above, sand below, peace within. I'd put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power! I hope we don't have to wait until oil and coal runs out before we tackle that. Rain, rain, and sun. A rainbow in the sky. The finest workers in stone are not copper or steel tools, but the gentle touches of air and water, working at their leisure with a liberal allowance of time. Not hammer strokes, but dance of the water sings the pebbles into perfection. Saying good night to the mountains, the sun throws his most beautiful rays to them, that they may not forget him till the morning. The most tangible of all visible mysteries, fire. Welcome out of the cave, my friend. It's a bit colder out here, but the stars are just beautiful. What we save saves us. Sunset, the deathbed of a day. How beautiful. In this earth, in this immaculate field, we shall not plant any seeds, except for compassion, except for love. Limitless and immortal, the waters are the beginning and the end of all things on earth. What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean. People often say that I'm curious about too many things at once. But can you really forbid a man from harboring a desire to know and embrace everything that surrounds him? Gems, in fact, are a species of mineral flowers. They are the blossoms of the dark, hard mine. And what they lack in perfume, they make up in durability. Shall I not have intelligence with the earth? Am I not partly leaves and vegetable mold myself? Wherever there is a channel for water, there is a road for the canoe. So the little minutes, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. Green is the prime color of the world, and that from which its loveliness arises. The greatest oak was once a little nut that held its ground. To the great tree-loving fertility we belong. We love trees with universal and unfeigned love, and all things that grow under them or around them, the whole leaf and root tribe. This creed of the desert seemed inexpressible in words, and indeed in thought. When the bird of the heart begins to sing, too often will reason stop up her ears. I like trees because they seem more resigned to the way they have to live than other things do. Put 3 grains of sand inside a vast cathedral, and the cathedral will be more closely packed with sand than space is with stars. A land without ruins is a land without memories. A land without memories is a land without history. Roll on, deep and dark blue ocean. Roll. 10,000 fleets sweep over you in vain. Man marks the earth with ruin, but his control stops with the shore. The forest waves, the morning breaks, the pastures sleep, ripple the lakes, leaves twinkle, flowers like persons be, life pulsates in rock or tree. My spirits infallibly rise in proportion to the outward dreariness. Give me the ocean, the desert, or the wilderness. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it and depending on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. In wildness is the preservation of the world. I once knew a writer who, after saying beautiful things about the sea, passed through a Pacific hurricane, and he became a changed man.